Do you sign in your clock?
How many times has Miss Burleson taken off? Your case is 1,111 days old, and you've taken off repeatedly. If they gave you a PR bond, yes, no, give her a PR bond, another PR bond. I have that Jillian is still representing her. Is that right?
That's what I have, Judge. She was attached before the bond was posted, so I'm thinking she was in another county when we appointed her.
Okay, take a seat for me. You're not allowed to leave. We do something today. You are a flight risk. Today, you get an ankle monitor so we know where you are at all times. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. And the next time you miss court, I'm going to make your bond so high, you're going to flip. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Today, you will get a GPS monitor so we know where you are at all times. Your case is so old, it's sprouting legs and it can walk on its own.
But it wasn't my fault though. It wasn't, I was.
I didn't ask for an explanation from you, man. The only thing I'm going to tell you is that you have 2 weeks to try to resolve this case, and then I will set your case for trial. It is your responsibility to get in touch with and stay in touch with counsel. This is the third lawyer that we have appointed to represent you.
Yes, sir.
There's absolutely no excuse for you not to stay in touch with counsel, and excuses go in this ear and they go out that ear. 2 weeks. If you fail to appear in 2 weeks, a warrant will issue again, and this time it's going to go way high. In the 2 weeks when you come back, you must accept the plea bargain offer, or I am going to set your case for trial. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a plea bargain in this case?
Not yet, Judge, but we can, so there was a prior offer that was put in, but we've since withdrawn it. It was a PTI offer that I think it was just an online anger management class, but we've since withdrawn that offer. But we'll make sure a new one is put in. We'll be in touch with Mr. Ely.
Okay.
Ms. Burleson, can you tell me your number right now? So
Don't. I'm going to chat it to you here momentarily, Mr. Ely.
Sounds good.
No, just we need to know where she is. Random UAs, please. Okay, so what's going to happen now, as soon as you leave here now, Mr. Elick is going to reach out to you and you guys need to get together on this case. It is your responsibility to get with him between now and the next 2 weeks to go over all the evidence, see what the plea bargain is, and be ready for it at the next time you appear.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to have you sign a release of Victoria. After that, you'll get with pretrial for your bond conditions, and then you're out of here. We'll see you in 2 weeks. All right, Mr. Emeyer, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Officers were dispatched to a highway in Harris County, Texas by the Toll Road Authority in response to a vehicle blocking a lane on the tollway. Officers found the defendant asleep in the driver's seat. Upon waking the defendant, the officer noticed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage, slurred speech, and red glossy eyes. Defendant admitted to having one mixed drink. SFSTs were conducted, 6 out of 6 HGN, 3 out of 8 walk and turn, 2 out of 4 one-leg stand. Upon a search of the vehicle, the officers found a bottle of tequila 1/3 full directly behind the driver's seat. DUIs were read and breath was denied. Blood warrant signed and executed. The defendant has no other DWIs and his license is eligible.
Okay. So it's charged, I see here, with an open container.
Yes, Judge. I think it was that bottle of tequila they found. It was.
Is there any kind of, right, any cup in a cup holder or anything, any evidence that he has consuming other than that?
I don't see any in the DIMS, Judge. I don't think we have the OR in just yet.
So,
Yeah, I don't see anything else in the DIMS, Judge.
so you said they did field sobriety test on the scene or did not?
They did, Judge.
What was it again?
6 out of 6 HGM, 3 out of 8 walk and turn, and 2 out of 4 red lights.
Got it. Okay. Mr. Mayor, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir.
You have car insurance?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're not allowed to drive unless you have both. I am, as a condition of your bond, ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I will randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? Okay, I see that you have a lawyer. I don't know where he is. However, you have to understand that you must stay in contact with Mr. Thiessen, and he will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. For now, what we're going to do is we're going to have you get all the paperwork ready, and then we'll just have you take a seat while we wait for your lawyer to arrive. Okay?
Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Thiessen.
Last I saw, he was in Hawaii. Is that right? Is he still in Hawaii? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is he sending someone? Do you know?
No, so I let him know that, based on current family situation, I won't be able to afford the fees anymore.
Okay,
So-
you have a lawyer now. I'm not going to talk to you about that without your lawyer present. When you have a lawyer, I'm not allowed to talk to you about the case. All said and done now is that you have a lawyer. They filed to represent you. So you have them as your lawyer for now. Listen to them. Perhaps you can work something out with them. I know that they're very reasonable and they'll put you on a payment plan. You can pay as you go, but just don't screw around, you know? You need a lawyer to represent you. You have one now. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. They're just not here now. So for now, I'm going to have you go sign a receipt, Victoria. We'll have you meet with pre-trial for your bond conditions. And after that, you'll be free to go. Okay, please. Morgan, what was the last name?
Haywood.
You were Kristen Haywood.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Haywood, you were charged with theft of service. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Officers were dispatched to a tow lot in Harris County, Texas, after the defendant's car had been towed to the location. The defendant arrived to get her car and was told that she owed $344 to get her car, and told the complaining witness that she would pay, but then play with the card, but then later dispute the charge on her card. The complaining witness then told the defendant that she now had to pay in cash. The defendant then made her way into the lot and got into her vehicle and attempted to leave. The complaining witness jumped in front of her vehicle and was struck by the right side of the vehicle, sustaining a knee injury. Officers observed the incident on surveillance.
So she hit the person with the car
Yes, Judge.
and they're not charging with aggravated assault?
No, it could be because you jumped in front of it. I don't know, but no, this is the only charge.
You're extremely lucky that you're not facing serious felony charges at this time, Ms. Haywood. I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license? Do you have liability insurance in your name? Are you sure? I don't know about taking our privilege to drive away. I mean, we have. At this time, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of any weapons.
Sir.
If I find that you become a danger to my community, I'm going to lock you up. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand, man?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to do everything in my power to protect the community, and I'm at a loss why they haven't filed additional charges, but you need a lawyer to represent you, ma'am, and we're going to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'll have you take your seat in the jury box. So we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And after that, you'll be free to go.
Yes, sir.
Be careful out there, ma'am. Mr. Houlihan, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Today, you get a Scram ankle monitor on your ankle, so we know that you're not consuming alcohol. Do you have one now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You violate conditions again, I'm going to triple, if not quadruple the bond. At some point, someone is going to stop ponying the money to get you out. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Judge, if I may, the state has offered me a plea today. Wanted to know, would you be amenable to a time served plea or 18-month probation plea?
As long as he doesn't have any prior DUIs, I'm always okay with the time served,
Yes, sir.
you know, unless there's restitution. If there's restitution, then I always want the other party to be made whole. Morgan, what say you? Is there any restitution that's available or due, like to an accident and or any prior DUIs?
There's no prior DWIs, Judge. I believe that there had been one that was dismissed that was out of county, but I
Not gonna
don't
do
believe any
time
other
served then.
convictions.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Especially with the fact that he's had nothing but bond violation in this case. I think that if we were to entertain time served, you know, what would scare me is to wrap your car around a pole. It's the last thing we want you to do is to kill someone or even
Yes, sir.
kill yourself because you're just not getting it. We've had a lot of issues with you, Mr. Houlihan, and you know, if I find that if we were to do something like that, the proverbial slap on the wrist, just you're not getting it.
It wasn't from, it was.
Stop.
Stop,
Yes,
stop
sir.
talking, sir.
Just
Take the probation.
it's up to you guys,
Yes, sir.
whatever. But yeah, I don't think that that's.
I understand. Your
We've
Honor.
already had one that was dismissed. It's
Yes, sir.
okay, sir. Please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr.
Yes, sir. Pleading guilty.
Oh, right. All right, good morning, Mr. Houlihan. So you understand that you're entering into a very serious probation. We take it seriously, and if you continue to, if you violate, at this point, I mean, we can put you in a rehab facility, right? So just no alcohol, no alcohol from any source. That's all we're asking you to do. Stay out of trouble. If you don't have a license, don't drive. You know, these probations are typically pretty easy. All you have to typically do is 2 classes, stay out of trouble, and don't drink. And as long as you can do that, then you're walking out of here, you know?
Yes, sir.
What are the conditions that we have, Shatoria?
Thinking for a change,
Okay,
DWI education, 2 victim impact panels, T-RAS, random urine analysis, no refusals.
what that means is that if you are pulled over and an officer asks you to submit a breath sample, you have to do it. If you don't, then you're in violation of this probation.
No drugs or alcohol. And the guardian interlock.
Do you have you've got the scram now.
Yes, sir.
So what we'll do is when you get your, is this license suspended, Alex? Do you know? Can you run it?
I don't have
please?
a vehicle
Yeah.
either.
I'll run it, Your Honor.
Then you will need to get a portable breath test device. And when you do that,
The scram monitor? Okay,
I'm paying for it now.
Okay.
That thing's around $400 to $500 a month.
okay. I understand.
So as opposed to the handheld device, which is probably about $100 a month. So if you want to keep it, you can, but it's costly. And once you get on probation, I can't pay for it for you.
I understand.
You will be responsible for the fines and fees. You know, I can take off and I can reduce your fines and fees, but there's outside vendor stuff I can't pay for, like your DW education class, you'll have to pay for that. It's $30, right? The victim impact panels, you will have to pay for that. TRAS, can I waive the fee? I'll waive your TRAS fee, which is around, that's what, $200? Yeah, so I'll waive that fee for you.
appreciate that.
But remember, this probation is not about the money. It's about you doing what you're saying you're gonna do in the time that they tell you to do it. So there's a certain time for you to finish everything.
It's suspended.
Your license is not suspended. So one of the other things I want to do.
Yes,
It
sir.
is.
He was suspended.
There's an ALR suspension.
There is a
a
suspension.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, sir.
So we will, as part of this probation now, require you to get your Texas driver license. I want you to get it so that at some point you can become a legal driver, but you have to have insurance and you're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock on it. If you're caught, then that's a violation of your probation. Don't just do stuff. You get permission first.
Yes, sir.
Don't try to do and beg for forgiveness after the fact because it doesn't work here.
Yes, sir.
You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept the probation, you're stuck with it until you complete it or it gets violated. Now, the agreement that you're entering into is 180 days jail time to be probated for 18 months. This will now reflect as a conviction on your record. From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. No proverbial slaps on the wrist. You understand?
Yes, sir.
If you have any questions.
So what, does that mean I can go, when do I go take the scram?
First, you get the portable device. When you get that, we will take that
Okay,
ankle monitor off. I want to know that you have something
yes,
that's
sir.
testing you before we just take that off. We're not going to take your word for it that you're going to get it, you know?
Yes, sir.
But the minute you get it, let us know and then we'll take that off and then you can keep the other one. If you fail, if you pick up a new case, don't do your stuff. I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to bring you back out in Orange and we're going to talk about if you violated or not. And if they prove it to me, you're looking at 180 days in jail.
Yes, sir.
Understand? You have any questions? How do you plead to the offense? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? All right. I will find you guilty. I'm not going to suspend your license. So just take care. You have the ability to get it back. What do you do for a living, Mr. Houlihan?
I'm in the process of, I need to take the Texas Health and Life Insurance exam. And then once I pass the exam, I'm going to be working for an insurance company.
How do you support yourself now?
Right now, living at home with my mother.
Stay there. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, I graduated law school. I still went and lived with my folks. Man, I lived with my folks until I was like 35. There's nothing wrong with it. I saved a crap load of money, you know, and, you know, that's what you do, right?
And it's
Until you-
also,
There's nothing wrong with it.
also work from home as well. So.
Great. Just take care, you know,
Yes, sir.
work at home, stay at home, make a lot of money, keep a lot of money in the bank, and then you venture out. Don't do things backwards, like have a kid now, because that's, do you have any kids?
38 years without kids on.
Well, perhaps one day you'll get blessed, but just do things in the right order, and
Yes, sir.
then things will work out for you. I'm going to waive your supervisory fees, your DPS fines and fees and surcharges.
Thank you.
Meaning I'm taking off around $4,000 of fines and fees that you would otherwise be required to pay. And if you don't get a license. But I'm going to tell you now, if you come back here with another DWI, a second DWI, there's a surcharge of $6,000, not to mention court costs. So you roundabout leave here with about $7,000 in fines and fees. So if you want to get lit in the future, just don't get into a car.
I don't have any interest in drinking at all anymore, honestly.
Time heals all wounds, Mr. Houlihan. Say that again.
Talk to him about marijuana too. Because that seems to be the problem.
Marijuana can be, it can be a DWI with marijuana as well. It doesn't have to be just, if you take too much NyQuil, what happens? Right. So it doesn't have to be just alcohol. All right. Good luck. Don't smoke weed.
Yes, sir.
Smoke weed.